Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and swatches of this new Buxom holiday eyeshadow palette that they just come out with. I think it's been about 3 weeks ago on the Ulta website. When I seen this, I purchased this as well as some other kits from Buxom to do like a review on, because I always think that holiday kits are kind of like a good chance to try out like several different products from a brand to see if you like it, instead of going and splurging on, one of the products and not liking them. So I have already tried this out for the last couple of weeks. I just put this all back together so I can kind of show you how it comes, because on the website all it shows is the eyeshadow palette, but it does come like this. You also get a deluxe size of the Buxom mascara, which I do really like. I also picked up a couple of those on the 21 Days of Beauty. But yeah, so it comes like this, and just like a really nice sparkly packaging, which I do like. And then again, it just looks like this. So starting out with the palette, so I can just kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the packaging. It is just a hard like plastic packaging. Even this that kind of looks like reflective glass is just plastic. This says Buxom right here, and then you open it up and you do have a pretty nice mirror in here. So as far as the packaging goes, this is definitely one of those that if I drop, I will worry about if the packaging cracked, because it is like cheap plastic. Like the plastic is kind of bulky, but it's very cheap. Definitely not my favorite when it comes to packaging. And just like any of the other like Buxom eyeshadows, you can customize your own. I think it's 6 for like $40 at Ulta. But anyways, here they are, and these just pop out like this. So you can kind of replace these shades like with their full-size versions. And then you just pop them right back in. So this has a total of 12 shades, and these are like the size of what one of their regular full-size ones would be. And all you do with this palette is you just open it up and you just slide it in right here through the side until it clicks, and then your eyeshadows are in there. So as far as like assembly, I think it's really easy to put together, and I think it's great that again it is a palette that if you were to run out of one of these shades or something, then you could swap out them for another one of the full-size shades that you might like from Buxom. You also do get a little instructions manual in here that kind of just tells you how to put it together and stuff. And then like I said, you do get that deluxe size of the Buxom mascara that comes with it as well. Now as far as the eyeshadows with performance and stuff, I have tried them a couple different ways, and when I do reviews I always have like my paper and I've got like notes all on it. You do get a total of, like I said, 12 shades. You only get 3 matte shades in here. You get this like light kind of taupey brown, then you get this more cool tone darker brown, and then you do get a matte black. The rest are like a shimmery kind of frost consistency. Now as far as the mattes, these blend out to almost nothing. Like when I can finally get the desired intensity that I want on my eyes and then blend it out, they blend out to, like I said, nothing. There's hardly anything on my eyes when I would blend them. I've tried it with a primer and without a primer, and I have to keep going in with my brush and like packing on the color and packing it on. But then like I said, of course you want to come in and like blend your edges and blend your shades together, and they blend out to, like I said, almost nothing. The 2 brown shades do. Now for the black one, when I place it, if I'm just using it like a liner to just kind of like line the top of my lash line, then it's fine. But if I try to place this on my outer V and blend this out, it gets super patchy on my eyes. So overall, I don't like any of the matte shades. Now moving on to like these shimmer kind of shades right here. These 2 right here, which are Diamond Darling and Velvet Snow, they've kind of got like that frosty kind of look to them, like that finish. When I swatched them, I hardly got any like color payoff when I actually swatched them with my finger. So I knew right away that when I put them on my eyes, I'm saying, if they don't swatch good with your finger, they're definitely probably not going to apply good on the eyes. And I run into that. So I started trying to spray my brush with some of my Smashbox primer water and kind of dampen it, to pick up some more product and apply it wet. And it would apply it, but it's like there's like not a lot of color payoff. And then when it kind of dries and you kind of go in again to kind of blend it together, it's like the color just disappears and you're just left with little bits of glitter on your eyes. As far as these next 2 right here, they are a little bit more pigmented. This is Champagne Buzz and Mink Magnet. They're a little bit more creamy, but they're not creamy eyeshadows, but they are definitely creamier than the next ones. They've got more of like a hard consistency. I can get this one to show up on my eyes if I go in several times and build them up. But for me, it's just overall, it's poor, you know, color payoff. I just feel like, you know, if you, with me as an eyeshadow, I want to be able to go in like 1 or 2 times and get, you know, the desired payoff that I want. With this one, I feel like I'm having to go in like 6 or 7 times and I'm still not getting the color payoff that I want. The only shade in here that I think is like works okay is this dark brown one right here. I do seem to get quite a bit of color payoff from it, and I like to put it on my lids when I'm doing like a bronzy look. But as far as these other ones, especially these last 4 right here, they're the exact same way. It's like you put them on your eye and like, you know, they're very sheer. There's not a lot of color payoff. And you go to blend them out and there's nothing there. It's like there's nothing on your eyes. And I have, like I said, used this with a primer and without a primer. And just overall, I just feel like it has just done nothing for me whatsoever. So for me, this palette was like a huge like miss for me because I can't seem to get any of the colors to work no matter what I do. And like I said, they're just, so many of them are just like patchy, or, you know, they blend out to almost nothing. And something else that I do want to mention is that I have tried them with and without a primer, and I do get a little bit more wear when I do use a primer, but not much. Like when I primed one side of my eye, I didn't prime the other. I couldn't tell a huge difference because they're not very intense. Like I cannot get them to show up that much. So they kind of just look like a light, kind of like wash of color. And like I said, the shimmery ones look like I just got little itty bitty things of glitter on my eyes. So overall, I would definitely pass on this palette. Or if you are someone who just likes Buxom and you like this limited edition packaging, maybe just go in store and kind of swatch them for yourself. I'm not sure if I got a bad one or not, but none of the shades worked for me at all except for this bronzy one right here. But that is not enough for me to keep this palette. I am definitely returning this to Ulta as soon as I get down there. So for me, this was a huge miss. You just have no color payoff. Like I said, the mattes blend out to nothing and they're just really patchy. And the longevity of these when you can actually get them to apply to your eyes are just terrible. So overall, like I said, I hate to always give a bad review, especially about, you know, a palette, you know, that's, you know, limited edition stuff. But for me, this was just a huge miss. I definitely think that you should save your money and maybe try out for some of the other holiday palettes that are coming out, or maybe just try out some different kits in general. Or like I said, you could go in to your Ulta and create your own Buxom palette that they have. Like I know my Ulta has like all the single eyeshadows, and then you pick 6 of them and it's $40 in like the little customizable palette. So, and they also have other palettes that they've made that you guys can pick up and try out. But for this one, I would definitely skip out. I don't think that you're missing anything on the packaging, because for me, like I said, it wasn't nothing, you know, fantastic or anything. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this short kind of like little review and swatches. And if you guys did, please don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.